Hello. Welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. Quick recap. Last time we figured out we're playing the Nonary game again, and Clover is here for some reason, as well as Alice, which is kind of cool. And Zero is a bunny this time. That's pretty much the main things that happened in the first episode of this series. So there's really not much else. Let's just keep going.
You think this actually works?
Don't know. Only one way to find out though. Oh, we finished one room, pretty much the first one after the tutorial one. And I am following a guide, just saying that again, in order to avoid getting locked out of endings too much. I wanted to do a first playthrough with only my intuition, but I checked it a bit because I wanted to go with Alice for my first chromatic door, and that is pretty low down the list of endings that you should go to, because you have to get a lot of flags in order to trigger the ending, or any ending that starts with Alex as the first one. So yeah, I didn't do that just for the fact that I don't want to replay stuff all over again or have to skip through a bunch of stuff too much. Just have like a pretty clear cut way through the game. I think that's the easiest to follow as well, even though, like I said, it's not really spoiler. I mean, it is spoiler because I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know which choices I get to make. I don't have a free will in that regard. But I figured out this was the best as well for the stream and for me, but I don't waste too much time on this. Right? I hope that's okay with everyone. The fact that I made that decision by myself. Hope that's fine. And let's just enjoy everything, alright? That's what matters.
Hey, someone's coming.
Luna, Clover, and Kay.
With Dio, Quark, and Alice tagging along, looks like.
Everyone's still panting individually. Okay. What's going on here?
We bumped into them a little while ago.
Who'd have thought we'd bump into you too?
Let me see the map.
Oh, sure. Ah, I get it. All three routes end up here.
That map. It's just like the one we found in the crew quarters.
Crew quarters.
Oh, we found a map like that too. There was one in the lounge.
There's a lounge? Anyway, ours was in the infirmary.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No, there's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looked like the ones we saw earlier.
Lock, huh? Yep, won't budge.
And just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh, no, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers. Oh yeah, the time left. Looks like 2 hours, 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
But that
Looks like we don't
thing
have a
is
choice
annoying.
then. We gotta head back. Sigma, where's that note you found?
Right.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the crew quarters.
Yeah, we got one of those. Found it in a safe in the lounge.
Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I cannot keep you from going in and out of them. Any color bracelet can go through them and as many people as you like. But you have to escape before you can take advantage of this free reign rule. Once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back until you've solved the puzzle. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. One for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
Alright, fine. I'm going.
Was this really necessary? Or is something gonna happen in the infirmary? Okay.
This is the infirmary then. We were able to walk right in, just like the note said.
That means you can come visit the lounge too. You like it, Grandpa. There's lots of alcohol. They've even got some of your favorite.
Wait, they're related?
Oh, well, that sounds great. Maybe I'll go have a drink later.
What the hell, man? How are you so damn calm?
Wait, Grandpa. Did Temyoji and Quark know each other? Were they actually related? I was about to ask when something else caught my attention. Someone behind the divider was talking to someone else. I snuck a look around.
Do you think there's a connection?
I can't be sure yet. But there's no way this is all just coincidence.
Yeah. There's even a 0.
Whatever it is that's going on, we need to get in touch with headquarters and fast.
Headquarters?
Yeah, I agree. They probably figured out we're gone by now.
Yeah,
Do you think they'll find us?
let's hope so.
How are these two connected? That's supposed to be a yellow door, but it was the cyan one, right?
Oh, you're finally done. You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
Ah, for yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise...
Well, do you really need me to spell it out?
Forget it.
That's a good boy. Namely, how do you get more BP?
We go into the AB rooms, right? Look. We've got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes! Yes!
What do we do after we go into the room?
Play a game. Just like it says on the door.
You play the Ambidex game!
Wait,
You gotta love
what's
0, 3.
ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
It's a game of betrayal then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
Then what's the nonary game?
Oh, that refers to the whole enchilada. The nonary game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one. Make sense?
Like hell. This shit is confusing.
But it's really not. It's pretty easy.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, Bio?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am. So you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please? I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
Kay, Quark, and myself each gave 1 card to Luna, Alice, and Temyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion of who could go into which door, and Fi and I found ourselves heading into the leftmost room. This one didn't open. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head in too?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay.
An Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What? This game's got a time limit too? Yo, what the fuck? What? 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 What the hell? Who is this?
Fuck if I know. Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Yeah, right. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response, just turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was blood. She's covered in blood. I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing. No breath. With shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement, just cold skin.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay, come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah, she's not breathing, and I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
What does that mean, bro? What, men don't deserve privacy? Okay. Theo, Kay, and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Tenmyoji only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point, but it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us, not quite. It was more like he was staring towards us, a smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized that Myoji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we'd found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old dry piece of wood. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. She looked so peaceful. Almost like she's just going to wake up any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I have a medical license.
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor?
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy?
Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes. I think I should be able to manage that.
Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex female, estimated age 65 to 75 years, diagnosis deceased, cause of death exsanguination, estimate time of death 3 to 4 hours. Image trajectory, weapon entered through 4th intercostal piercing heart. Wound characteristics, wound margin clean, continuous, wound angles 1 sharp, 1 blunt. Wound cavity 150 millimeters, wound length 30 millimeters, wound width 3 millimeters. Conclusion: based on the characteristics described above, there is a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp single-bladed instrument. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet? Oh my god, Sigma.
It means a tool of some sort. A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Phi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you 2 left. Which means...
You fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Jr., the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Jr. told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is just part of a game to him?
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is?
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said. Zero Jr. ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
Why do we have to go through this little animation every time? It's very time consuming. We really going in there? I kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago.
What? Are you worried there's a ghost or something?
No, of course not. It's just... Doesn't it bother you?
Nope. I don't believe in ghosts. I feel bad that she died, of course. But there's not really anything I can do about that, is there?
Damn, you're pretty cold, you know that?
I prefer bold, but whatever. Just don't let emotions get in the way.
That's pretty much the definition of cold.
Anyway, let's go. Looks like the others have already gone in.
Fine. What is it? You find a ghost or something?
No. Look at the screen. There's something there.
The screen? The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished. And there goes the door.
Yep.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting.
So have we. We've got some questions for you, Zero. Who was that old...
Whoa! Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions?
All?
The other people in the other
again before I'm done.
So, no more questions from now on. No answers for anybody, okay?
You'll just have to wait.
Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AV game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are 2 people in each pair, aren't there?
So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess.
Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors. For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Ten Mjolnir and went through the yellow door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Ten Mjolnir. And it goes the other way too. Ten Mjolnir's opponent will be Siggy and Fido.
Obviously, that means Potassium and Peter's enemy will be me.
Potassium, okay.
And Bio and Fox's enemy will be
Alas!
Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you?
All you guys have to do
is pick! Just pick one of those easy options! Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and minus are from your point of view.
Okay.
So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they.
and you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside.
We call that the best pals outcome. Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
Somebody did that to me, I'd skin them and stew them with some taters.
The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally.
This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely 0 change in BP.
Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome.
So, from a human perspective, obviously it would be better to choose ally every single time, because then everyone's BP increases and everyone gets out of the number 9 door. But statistically speaking, it's a way better thing to do betray, always, because you cannot lose anything if you choose betray. With ally, you can lose points. With betray, you can never lose any points. You either gain or nothing happens. So, objectively speaking, betray is the option to pick every single time. There's no reason to do otherwise. But like I said, from a humanitarian perspective, ally is the best option for everyone.
As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most.
You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you?
Well, let me explain.
how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too.
I figured that out.
The two of you only get one vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray.
That doesn't mean you split your points, though.
You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more, but it'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time!
Hey, wait.
No, I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later! Have a nice trauma!
We don't have time to talk about this. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
We have to decide who's gonna press the button.
And you think that's a good way to decide?
Just shut up and do it. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go
Rock.
paper. It's fucked. Yeah, looks like I won.
So what are you gonna pick?
I guess ally?
We're playing against Tenmyoji. Do you have any reason to think he won't betray you?
I guess not.
Yeah. If he does, what does that make our BP?
Maybe down to 1 point each. But that's not hopeless. I mean, sure, we'll be a little further away from the goal, but all we gotta do is earn those points back.
And when will we do that?
Okay, well, I don't actually know. But it's pretty obvious that we'll be playing this game more than once. After all, we can get to 9 BP if we don't.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Well, you won. The decision's yours. Now decide. Ally or betray?
It's been over 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, last moment before the counter reached 0, I made my choice. Get fucked, Tenmyoji. Dumbass.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing it to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
Chose betray, huh? That's messed up.
What? You said I should.
Hey, I didn't say that. I just asked you a question. What would happen to our BP if Tenmyoji chose to betray us?
It was a leading question. Oh, I get it. I was wondering why you were so happy to let me choose after you lost in rock, paper, scissors. You were planning to use me as a scapegoat all along.
Was I?
God damn it.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Anyway, we need to go have a look at the results first. Come on.
Hey, wait. Shit.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally, let's get ready to rock! Ambidex game! Round 1! The results! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Okay, pretty consistent. The pairs all chose betray.
Here are the results from your game.
It's good that we weren't the only ones who chose betray, because that would be very suspicious. Nice.
Now, let
let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
I got betrayed?
Sorry,
I told him you might choose betray.
Right, you.
I can't believe you. I'd never choose betray. I trusted you two, and this is what I got.
Ah, I apologize.
Why? You don't need to apologize. I was the one who did it. I pushed the button.
Oh, yeah. I guess you've got a point.
Huh? Wait, what?
It's Sigma's fault. You want to blame someone, blame him.
What the hell, Fi?
What, you gonna fight each other now? I don't care which one of you pushed the button. I'm never trusting either of you again. This isn't over. Just you wait.
Okay, bite him, you dumbass. I don't care about you. I don't know you, bro. I tried to think of something to say, but before I could come up with the right words, he was gone. I spun around. Fi. What the fuck? She was gone too. Ugh, where the hell? How'd she just disappear like that? As I looked around the room for Fi, I noticed that Clover, Kay, and Luna seemed to be having some kind of an argument as well. I moved closer and did my best to listen surreptitiously.
Why did you do it?
Sorry. I guess I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible, you know?
I apologize, but I felt the same way.
But if we all choose ally, then we could all escape together. It only takes 3 turns to get 6 points. That would be enough to get us out. Why?
Funnily enough, it all... Oh no, it doesn't. It only takes 2 betrays to get...
Of course we know that. But if we betray, then it's faster.
If your opponent chooses ally and you choose betray, then you gain 3 points. Do that twice and you get 6 points. You see?
If you ally, then you have to play the AB game 3 times.
But if you betray somebody, you only have to do it twice.
Why are you acting like that's the right thing to do? I almost feel like you're blaming me or something.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray?
Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
But now the logical conclusion would be next time everyone chooses betray. Luna walked off with her head buried between her shoulders. Her back trembled as if perhaps she were crying, but I couldn't see her face. Alice, Dio, and Quark, however, seem to be having some issues of their own.
Fine. You just wait.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me?
They exchange dark looks and stomped off in different directions.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will
Just
be a
check your
second
bracelets,
round.
When?
Oh, my bad.
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon Round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Moon cards. Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now,
You'll have to look the cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where everybody just keeps going back and forth, winning and losing points. After all, if there's nobody with 9 BP, the door can't
2,000? You might even go all the way up to around 24,9,004,897. Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing, Lucy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
Wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off? Wait, my color changed.
No, yes!
They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second thing? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Theo. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do!
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
You die.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right? Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round.
Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything?
Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game. There. That's pretty clear, right?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tanbiolti. Or Alas. Or Mooney. Or maybe
Everyone?
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized. Just like when you break the rules.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy.
Alice, Luna, and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well,
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew.
It took a moment to go over everything in my head. Oh no, not again, bro. Don't repeat this. I just listened to it. AB. Okay. I'm gonna skip this.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait, you've already got those bracelets. Have a look. The color's changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, my color's changed. It's magenta now.
Mine's magenta too.
Oh, so I'm on Clover now. Oh, it's
Me
fine
too.
anymore.
Hey, wait! It wasn't just the color that changed. I'm a solo now.
Looks like Clover and I are still pairs though.
I'm a yellow pair now.
I am yellow as well, but it seems I'm still a pair.
Then who's the yellow solo?
Me. Still a solo. Looks like I'm cyan.
I'm a cyan pair. Aren't you one too?
Yeah, says pear, and the color's cyan.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything. Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right? I'll never see you guys again.
I love
Did you
03.
really think I was gonna cry? Suckers! As if I'd cry over you dummies!
What the? You fucking dick.
You mad? Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout from me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God for some great purpose on his earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes. But it was just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. Okay, Sigma, Beta. Obviously. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the nonary game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. December 25th, 2028, early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day. That day? Christmas Day? Really? I was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I'd looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. So why was I at school typing away feverishly on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry, I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Really? It's 2028 and you get broken up with by email? The fuck? Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper. Or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. God damn it, you stupid piece of shit. I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Huh? What? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I closed that door and for a moment I thought it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. It open, goddammit. What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rear-view mirror, but I was certain. It was someone behind my car. I spun around as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Vi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity, but even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head, stood up straight, and headed off. Does this choice matter at all? Okay. We should have gone to the infirmary, right, to see the old woman.
Ah, Sigma.
Another dude. This place is turning into a real sausage fest.
What are you telling me for? Oh yeah, you were one of the first people in here, weren't you?
Yeah, so?
Well, did you notice anything?
No. Although I guess I did notice that the sofa's pretty comfortable.
Okay. How about something more useful?
I'd say that the comfort level of a sofa is pretty useful.
Right.
Dio, what's this?
That? What, you can't tell? It's a dirty magazine.
Oh, come on. It's about astronomy. Can you even read?
Can you even see? Just look at those rings on Saturn. Don't they excite you?
Different strokes, I guess.
It appears to be a special dedicated to a lunar eclipse. The cover says the eclipse can be observed on December 31st, 2028.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess it did say something like that.
December 31st, huh? That's 6 days from now, right?
6 days, huh?
You mean today is December 25th?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it is. Depends on how long I was out after they hit me with that gas, I suppose.
Hey, Kay. Your team went to the crew quarters, right? Did you find anything?
Nothing of interest.
You'd better not be hiding something.
There really wasn't anything helpful. At least, nothing that could help us escape. There was a book about a cat, though.
A cat? What, so now Zero Senior's a crazy cat lady? Just what the hell are we supposed to do with that tidbit?
Well, it's more useful than how comfortable a sofa is.
Hey! The sofa's comfort level is very useful. What?
I think you must have misunderstood me. This book isn't for, cat ladies. It's about Schrodinger's cat.
I don't really give a shit about the breed, genius. Anyway, I'm a dog person if you couldn't tell.
No, it's not an issue of breed.
Okay. So it's a story about poor Mr. Schrodinger and his beloved cat, right? Don't tell me. The cat dies at the end. Who fucking who?
Fine. Never mind.
Just as I was about to open my mouth and tell Kay that I cared about what he found even if Dio didn't, Luna and Phi appeared.
Oh, hello, Sigma.
So this is where you were.
Did any of you find anything?
Nope, we got squad.
You were looking, though, right? Hey, answer me.
Well, I mean, we weren't wasting time. I was just asking them what they'd found.
And?
Nothing.
Useless.
What about you, Sigma? You were one of the people searching the infirmary, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. It'd take too long to explain. Just have a look at this. I dug the paper out of my pocket and handed it to Luna.
It looks like a piece of newspaper.
Yeah, we found it in the infirmary safe.
The headline says, Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What? What is Radical 6?
Just read the article.
Okay. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised.
Cold silence fell over the room. For several long minutes, no one spoke. It was Kay who finally broke the spell.
Is there a chance? I mean, I certainly hope it isn't the case, but could it be that this facility is, in fact, one of the quarantine locations that clipping mentions?
Then, you're saying we're all infected with this Radical 6 virus?
I don't know. It doesn't really fit. I mean, none of us have shown any kind of symptoms, right?
Well, I do feel a little strange. I've lost my balance a few times.
My body feels kind of weird too, now that you mention it.
That's probably just because you were asleep for so long.
Are you suggesting that our incarceration here has nothing to do with this article?
Yeah. It just doesn't add up. The order's backwards. Maybe if we'd been thrown in here after this virus started spreading. But right now it looks like we were abducted before this thing turned into a pandemic. How's that make any kind of sense? Besides, you found that article in the safe, right? That means Zero Senior put it there specifically so we could find it and read it.
Why would Zero do something like that?
So that we'd think this place is a quarantine facility. So that we'd think what Zero wants us to think.
How do you mean?
This thing is just a prop. Something to set the scene. Zero's trying to freak us out. That article is a fake.
You've got a point. If it was real, why cut it out? Just leave a newspaper with the article circled in red pen or something.
Right? That lazy son of a bitch. Probably too much of a pain in the ass to fake a whole paper.
What does the other side look like?
The other side? Oh, hold on. It's black.
See? There you go. Why would a newspaper just be black on one side?
Well, perhaps there was an ad there.
An ad?
Some sort of full-page ad with a black background.
No. I'd bet you money on an article like this was front page news. It's too big of a story. I really don't think they put full-page ads on the back of the front page.
Exactly. Even I know that. And I can count the number of times I've read a paper on one hand. If Zero Senior really wanted to trick us, why not go all out? Only an idiot would fall for this. It's pathetic. Am I right or what?
I suppose you do have a point.
Yes, I agree.
Besides, I don't remember ever hearing any news about any pandemic. It was really killing hundreds of thousands of people. I'm pretty sure that would have been on the news or something.
You're right. We would have heard about it.
Alright, let's have a look around, see if we can find anything else.
Good idea.
I'll be off then. What about you guys? Consensus seemed to be that they intended to remain. Okay, see you all later. With the way I made my way to the exit. Where to next?
Sigma, what do you want?
What do I want? Or you think I'm here to play doctor? Only if you're secretly Clover. Wait, what?
Tell you what, how about I'll be the doctor? You get on the exam table and I'll cut you open with that scalpel over there.
Man, are you still pissed?
What the hell do you think? My BP's down to 1 thanks to you.
Come on, I already told you I was sorry.
Yes, and that makes it all better. You goddamn idiot.
Well then, what the heck am I supposed to do?
Piss off.
Seems like I'm already doing that.
You don't know the half of it. Just get out of my sight.
Easy solution then. Just close your eyes.
Leave before I make yours black. The last guy I fought went home in an ambulance.
Okay, have you seen me, bro? Do you know who I am? I'm Sigma, bro. That's not just a name you get for no reason. Shouldn't have picked a fight with a paramedic then.
Shut up.
Let's go. Fine. I shoved my hands in my pockets and I looked around the room. So it's just you here?
On this side of the divider, yeah.
This side.
Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's... You really gonna make me say it?
Oh, the lady who was murdered, you mean? Yeah, you've been acting kind of weird ever since we found her. Why is that?
What, isn't that normal? We found a dead body. Who the hell doesn't get a little freaked out? What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened. Hell, some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
That's just because we've got a lot of other stuff to think about. Can you blame them for being a little single-minded? They're trying to escape from a game that's just made it clear it has no problems killing them.
Oh, just trying to survive, huh?
Yeah.
Then don't you think we ought to figure out who killed her first?
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't think much, do you? I'll bet you a pound of neodymium. The bastard who grabbed us is the same bastard who killed her. Who else could it be?
If Zero is one of us, And you're saying one of us murdered the old lady? You saw it too, right? The person in a gas mask?
Yeah,
Did you notice anything?
not really. The gas made pretty short work of me. Me and Quark.
What? You and Quark were grabbed together?
Yeah, we were.
Is he your grandson?
So what if he is? Why do you want to know? That doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here.
But what if it does? Maybe it'll shed some light on something else.
I'm pretty sure it won't.
Why is that?
Quark's got nothing to do with this.
But it's got something to do with you, then?
What is it, goddammit? What do you want? Why don't you just leave me alone?
Because you're suspicious.
What? There's nothing suspicious about me.
Alright, tell me this then. When and where did Zero Senior abduct you?
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna tell that to someone who betrayed me.
Alright, fine. We'll just ask Quark. Quark,
Hey, stop it. Quark! Don't tell him a damn thing!
whoa, you're getting more suspicious by the... I started toward the partition as I spoke with the intention of finding Quark. I found him as I rounded the divider, but... he was just standing there, a blank, slightly confused look on his face. Hey, Quark? You alright? Can you hear me?
Huh? What? Is something happening?
I turned to look at him, Tenmyoji. He looked back, confused. Weren't you listening to our conversation?
Yeah. You were just talking so fast. I couldn't really understand.
Fast?
My head felt kind of foggy, and I couldn't really make out what you were saying. I'm fine now, though. Whatever it was seems to be gone.
Are you sure you're okay?
I think I'm just tired. Being stuck in this place is pretty exhausting. And...
He glanced at the bed in the back of the room. On it lay the body of the old woman. What? Tenyoji, what the hell were you thinking? You can't let Quark back here.
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. Quark, get over here.
Anyway, you really sure you're okay now?
yeah.
Maybe Luna should have a look at you. Supposedly, she's some sort of doctor.
I said I was fine. Gosh, Grandpa, you're such a worrier. You always freak out over nothing. I'm fine.
Well, looks to me like you're doing fine. I guess we don't have anything to worry about.
Yep. Come on. Let's get back to work. I'm guessing you didn't find a secret passage somewhere, huh?
Nope.
I see.
Yeah. I'll go check up on the others then. Tenyoji, keep an eye on him, alright?
What, you think I need you to tell me that?
I grinned and turned toward the exit. Where to go next? There was only one place I hadn't visited.
Oh, Sigma.
Well, have you found anything?
No? What about you?
Nothing. I looked through 3 or 4 of the rooms in here. No secret passages so far.
I don't think we're gonna find any. Do you really think Zero Senior is that stupid?
You're probably right. A secret passageway would be a pretty serious oversight. I have a lot of choice adjectives for Zero, but I admit stupid isn't one of them.
Right?
Hey, there's something I've been wondering about.
What?
So, what exactly is the deal with the two of you?
What do you mean?
Well, you obviously know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we do. We're half-sisters.
Wait, what? Half-sisters? That's not true.
Any chance you'd buy that one?
Sorry.
Then what do you think we are?
I didn't feel like playing games. What's headquarters supposed to mean?
What?
I heard you two talking in the infirmary. You said something about getting in touch with headquarters.
Alice, what should we do?
Alice laid her hands on her hips and sighed.
Clover and I are co-workers.
Okay, where do you co-work?
We can't tell you that.
Why not? Why are you doing the anime pose on me? Is this some sort of secret government project that you can't talk about?
You can tell yourself that if it makes you feel better.
Does it have something to do with Zero?
Well, why would you think that?
Because you seem to know more about Zero than you were letting on, Clover. The way you were talking in the infirmary, there's even a Zero. Sure sounds like you've heard of Zero before to me. And Alice, from what you two were saying, I bet you know something about Zero too. Come on, you can't hide it forever. Just tell me what's going on here.
Well, this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
Clover.
It's okay. I think we can tell him a little.
What do you mean this isn't the first time?
About a year ago, 9 people were kidnapped and forced to play a game. The rules were different, but it was called the Nonary game too. Oh, wait, I guess only 7 of them were really kidnapped. I mean, 2 of them were actually the ones behind it. No, I guess if I count the other 2, then there were 9. Anyway, the people behind that Nonary game also called themselves Zero.
Whoa, hold on there, Clover. Can you give me more details? Besides, how do you even know about this in the first place?
Because I was part of it. I was one of the people who got kidnapped.
What? Why does she look like someone out of the Flintstones? You mean this is your second Nonary game?
No, it's my 3rd.
Third?
The same thing happened 10 years ago.
Wait. What are you... That means you have to have something to do with this.
I guess you could say that.
What do you mean you guess? How could you not? Whoever keeps doing these Nonary games must have decided they wanted you to play a 3rd one.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because the game was run by a different person both times. And the guy behind the first Nonary game has already been arrested.
What about the second one? You said there were 2 people for that one.
They're still on the run, but...
Then it has to be them.
I really don't think so.
Why?
Because they already did what they were trying to do. There's no way they'd have another Nonary game.
Okay. Well, that makes no sense. Let me see if I have this straight. The Nonary game has already been done twice by different people, and for different reasons?
Yes. Well, I can't be totally sure, but I think so.
Then why is whoever's doing this calling it the Nonary game? Just a coincidence that they're calling themselves Zero?
I don't know.
That's not good enough. You've got to think. Clover, you're the key to figuring all this out, but you've got to think.
I don't know. Oh.
What?
Gas mask.
The gas mask? Oh yeah, I saw it too. But what about it?
Well, somebody in a gas mask showed up and used that white smoke stuff on me. That's what happened a year ago. And that's what happened on the 22nd. Someone with a gas mask attacked Alice and me while we were...
Whoa, then it's got to be the same person.
But I don't know why they do that. I mean, they already did what they needed to do. And if it was them, then I don't know why all these other people are here. Except for me and Alice. None of you guys have anything to do with what happened a year ago, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know I didn't have anything to do with it. Are you sure you've never met any of the other people here?
Yeah, I'm sure. I know I've never met Luna, or Dio, or Tenmyoji, or Quark, or Phi. But Kay...
Right. There's no way to know who he is under that armor. And if his memory loss is real, he wouldn't know even if he had met any of us.
Unless we can get that mask off him, I can't say for sure if I've met him before or not.
Then, before one of us could break the silence... Tenmyoji, what's wrong?
Luna! Where's Luna?
She's not here.
What's wrong?
It's Quark. Something bad's happened.
Hey, calm down. What happened to Quark?
He just collapsed. I have to find Luna. She said she was some kind of a doctor, right?
Luna's over in the lounge. Where's Quark?
It's in the infirmary.
Got it. I'll go get Luna. You head back to the infirmary. Oh fuck, now I wish I would have gotten to the infirmary last. See what would happen. Clover, Alice, you're with me.
Okay.
Right.
We bolted out of the crew quarters and headed toward the lounge at Luna. The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body and within seconds his results slipped up the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
Radical 6, huh?
Oh no.
I felt my stomach lurch. Don't tell me.
Yes. He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean.
Yeah, they have. I told them about it before we went to the lounge.
What? No. No, that can't be right. Quark can't be... There must be something we can do. How can we cure him?
Well, the Atom says that there's an antiviral serum called Excelavir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Where is it?
Was there none in the infirmary?
Sigma, Tenmyoji, and I looked everywhere. We didn't find anything.
We didn't find anything like that in the crew quarters either.
No luck in the lounge.
Oh god. Then he's going to... Oh god, no.
Tenmyoji's voice broke as he spoke. The tortured sigh, he collapsed to his knees.
Quark?
Quark! Oh, thank god. You're awake.
Get away from me!
What? Quark, what are you...
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But how?
Like this!
Quark's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight towards his heart. Stop!
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Pretty tough for a kid. Hey, guys, I could use a hand here.
Yeah, right.
On it.
Me too. Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Tenmyoji, what the hell are you doing? Get over here. Tenmyoji, can't you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body! They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape! Please! You have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me! Kill me!
Jesus, this kid's lost it. Hey, somebody get Excalibur away from him.
Right! I've got it!
Good job, Clover. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued screaming and writhe like he was possessed. What are we going to do? We've got to calm him down somehow.
Luna,
Yes?
are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Soparil Beta.
Soparil.
That's the anesthetic! The one that's in our bracelets!
Good, perfect. Hit him with some of that.
Well, what?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But...
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay, let me just... Okay, I've got
That sounded like a real gun. That injection gun.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves. Everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright, I guess we're good for now.
Yes,
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
he shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article Sigma showed me.
You'd better not be lying.
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses that do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too?
Yes,
What's with her smile, though?
at least I think so.
She's like a crazy person. So what kind of virus is Radical 6? I pulled a newspaper article out of my pocket and looked at it again. Everyone else crowded in.
Look at this last line. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised.
Are you saying this is some kind of quarantine zone?
I already explained this. That's not possible.
Why not?
Theo ran through what he told the rest of us in the lounge.
Then you're saying the newspaper article was faked?
But the virus is clearly real. That Adam machine told us he was infected with Radical 6.
So, do you know how that thing works? I bet there's 1,000 ways to hack it. Zero Senior probably just programmed it so that it would spit out whatever he wanted. Besides, there was something Sigma mentioned. Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
What?
What did you say?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alice, what the hell?
As much
Explain.
as I would love to. I'm sorry. Time's up. Hit
Fine.
the buttons on your bracelet.
Hit. 5 minutes.
And we only have 5 minutes until the chromatic doors open downstairs.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but I'd really need more than 5 minutes to explain this.
As you tell us, even if there was time there, right?
Oh, would I? Who knows?
Fine. We'll deal with this later. Right now, we need to get to the elevator and head down to floor B.
what are we going to do about Quark?
I'll carry him.
Are you sure?
I can't just leave the boy here. Besides, if we don't have Quark's bracelet, there'll be one team who can't open their secondary door. If that happens...
They'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Very well then. I will carry Quark. I will be able to move much faster than Tenryuji.
You make a good point. Look, are you sure about this? Can I trust you?
You have nothing to worry about.
Fine, just be careful.
Of course.
All right, let's go. We're running out of time, people. Move!
At Kai's command, we all began to run. The door opened and we spilled out into a warehouse. It's not a warehouse though. But okay.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
they're open. We need to hurry.
Who's going to go in which door?
What are our options?
We're almost out of time. Pay attention. We've only got time to do this once. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
The options Phi laid out for us were the following. Option A. Clover and I, Magenta, pair up with Tenmyoji, Cyan, to go through the blue door. Luna and Phi, Cyan, pair up with Dio, Yellow, to go through the green door. Kay and Alice pair up with Quark to go through the red door. Option B. Clover and I pair up with Dio to go through the red door. Luna and Phi pair up with Quark to go through the blue door. Kay and Alice pair up with Tenmyoji to go through the green door. Option C. Clover and I pair up with Quark to go through the green door. Luna and Phi pair up with Tenmyoji to go through the red door. Kay and Alice pair up with Dio to go through the blue door. Let me see if I remember. Okay, I remember correctly. Nice.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
So how are you gonna do this?
I won't go with Sigma. He betrayed me last time.
What about Phi?
You hit the button, right, Sigma?
Well, yes, but
I don't want to go with Dio. Same reason. I can't trust that he won't betray me again.
Thanks a lot, Quark. You've single-handedly torpedoed my reputation.
Well, that leaves us with option B.
No, we can't do option B.
Why not?
Sorry, Luna, but I can't trust you or Phi either. The way he is right now, someone's going to have to carry Quark. I just can't afford to give him to someone I don't trust.
I thought you trusted Phi.
Not enough for this.
Then what do you intend to do?
Quark shifted silently in Kay's arms.
Quark is a solo, as are you, Tenmyoji. Solos can't pair with one another. You do remember that?
Yeah, of course I do. I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person.
Who do you trust then?
Clover.
What? Me?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why?
I can't tell you. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but my partner is Sigma. Are you sure you want me to take him?
It's fine. Clover, you just vote by yourself. Make Sigma wait outside the AB room.
No. If Clover takes Quark, then we have to go with option C, right? That means I'll be stuck with Dio. There's no way in hell I'm going to let that happen.
I also know her voice actress, I think.
Pair up with then?
Isn't it obvious? Quark. Remember what the announcement said? Something about how the system will automatically vote ally for anyone who doesn't enter their own vote in time? If Quark doesn't wake up by then.
No! See, this is exactly why I can't trust any of you.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
We don't have time to argue this. Let's take a vote. Those opposed to C?
Alice and Dio's hands went up.
What? Why don't you want C, Dio?
Well, if she's got that much of a hate-on for me, that hardly plays into my hands, does it?
Fine, whatever. I assume anyone who didn't raise their hand is all right with option C then?
No one objected. I kept my mouth shut too. Just as Alice had said, there was an excellent chance that Quark would default to ally. If that happened, he'd make a great opponent. I'd choose ally, of course, but it would be good to not have to worry about him choosing betray.
All
Or
right.
would I?
6-2 in favor.
Wait! What about me?
Stay here if you don't like it. I imagine your partner might have something to say about that, though.
He handed Quark to me gently, then crossed his arms and turned to face Alice. Her jaw clenched as she stared up at him, and I could see the gears turning inside her head.
Fine.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Hurry, Clover. The door's closing.
Right.
Hey, take care of Quark.
Don't worry about it. I got a good grip on Quark, nodded to Tenmyoji, and took off for the door. Our feet slapped against the metal floor as we ran. The empty voice of the announcer echoed in my ears.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Okay, so I didn't get a choice on this. That's fine by me. Huh? Is this a dead end?
Well, there are 3 doors here. But it looks like they're all locked.
Hmm. What's this thing? It's got a lever on it.
Can you pull the lever?
Come on, my hands are kind of full right now.
Oh, yeah. I can take Quark then.
Why don't you pull the lever? You really don't want to touch that thing, do you?
I mean, look at it. It looks suspicious. Like I'm gonna touch it and whoosh, a bunch of poison needles fly out of the wall. Maybe if I had, like, a piece of wood to move it with or something.
I think you might be a little paranoid.
Then you do it.
Fine. I shifted Quark over to one shoulder and flipped the switch with my free hand. See? No needles, everything's fine.
For now, only one of the doors opened.
You see the plaque on the door before it opened? I think it said something like treatment center.
Do you think that's some kind of medical thing?
First an infirmary, now this. Why do I keep ending up in these places? I glance over at Quark, asleep on my shoulder. Hey, you know what? We may have it locked out.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, this is where they treat people. Maybe they've got something that can cure Quark.
Oh, yeah.
Let's head on in then.
Okay.
Jellyfish. And the picture of a lion. What are those?
It says on the side, treatment pod.
So I guess it treats people? Maybe it can help Quark.
Yeah.
Damn, no good. It's locked. Let's take a look around. Maybe something in here will tell us how to unlock this door.
Okay.
Clover nodded and bounced off to examine the room. I laid Quark down just outside of the door to the treatment center. Clover might have been overly paranoid about the lever, but there was no harm in being cautious. Hang on there, little guy. We'll get you fixed up soon. I ruffled his hair gently, then turned and headed back into the room. I had some investigating to do. Okay, let's see here. No. A wall clock, nothing strange here. What? Are you serious? Are we even looking at the same clock? Everything about it is abnormal. Really? Well, it looks like a regular clock to me. Oh my gosh. Okay, abnormality number 1. No hands. Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't have any. What do you mean you guess? How could you miss that? Sorry. Anyway, abnormality number 2. There's some weird green glowy thing. Oh yeah, there is. What is that? I guess there's no way to know without taking it out. But there's a cover, right? You can't get to it. Yeah, and it won't open. Shoot. Well, duh. There's no way it's gonna be that easy. If we want this green thing, we have to figure out a way to get that cover open. Yep. Abnormality number 3 is a hole in the bottom left corner. Huh. I wonder what it is. I think it's probably a keyhole. Oh, then that means... Wait, we can think later. I've got 2 more points of abnormality. Number 4. Turn your attention to the other side of the clock. Specifically the bottom right corner. What do you think these are? Well, they're 2 slots painted red and green. Do you think they're for memory cards? They sure look like they are. I've saved the best for last. Abnormality number 5 is about number 4. Look, see where it says number 4 on the clock face? That number 4 is the 5th abnormality. Oh yes, I see. It is rather odd. Does that mean this is the 4th clock? Anyway, those are the 5 weird things about this clock. Where were you looking anyway? At the clock? Then your eyes must be worse than I thought. Okay, the sofa has the... Oh, it has more than one thing. Can I please look at the... A binder. Looks like there's a piece of paper in it. It says how to open the pod room door. Tablet? A tablet. There's a message on it. 4 pieces for the first password. 1 piece for the second password. What the hell is that supposed to mean? If I touch it, the screen changes. Okay. Damn, I'm stumped. Knew I need the 4-letter password, but that's about it. Was there a message on the tablet before I got the password screen? Yeah, I think that's supposed to be your hint. No, I didn't want to do that. Stop. Okay, in the archive thing. Door puzzle instructions. Door is protected by a 4-digit password. You can use the hit below count hints displayed on the screen to figure out what those 4 digits are. If one of the numbers selected is a number, the password, and in the right place, that will add to your hit count. If one of the numbers selects the number in the password but is not in the right place, you will add to your below count. 10 tries for each password. Okay. Key. Well, let's see what else we have here. Supplementary rules. Newspaper excerpt. Okay. A plant. It's all withered up. How sad. I bet it hasn't been watered. Yeah. Did you notice there's something stuck in the trunk? Yeah, it looks like red plastic. Let me have a look. Let's see if I can pull it out. Huh? It won't budge. I think it's stuck on something. Guess we have to take the whole thing then. Huh? Well, that red thing is probably important. Yeah, you're probably right. Am I gonna carry this around with me? Oh my gosh. Aliens. Pretty sure they're just jellyfish. Aliens. There are 3 jellyfish. 2 yellow ones and a purple one. What's that inside the purple one? Is it digesting human flesh? Why would you even think something like that? I don't think it's meat anyway. Look at it. It's too solid. I think it's a tile of some sort. I wonder if you can get it out. Find the key. Okay, I need something for that as well. There's a button under the screen. Hey, it turned on. Looks like there's something on it. What the heck is this? It says start in the corner there. Maybe it's a board game? Look, there's a plant over here too. This one's pretty healthy. It's got a piece of plastic stuck in it too. Looks like this one won't come out either. Well, guess I'll be carrying around another plant then. How is this happening? Shoot, won't open. There's a control panel in the middle of it. I think that's how you unlock it. I'm not quite sure how it's supposed to work, but I guess I can mess with it a bit. Okay, let's start with number 9. Try 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 blow. Okay. It means one of them is correct, but not in the right place. Let's try with a... Let's check if the 1 is in the correct place and is the correct thing. 5, 1, 6, 7. I still have 1 blow. Maybe it's the 1 again. Maybe not. Let's go with... It cannot be the 1 because I only have 8 and 9 left. So it cannot be the 1. Let's try a 2, 5, 8, 9. 2 blows. Okay. Two, 6, 8. No, wait. 8, 2, 6, 9. 8, 2, no. 1, 3, 2, 8. 1 hit. this is the right one, I think. Right? The 2 here. 6, 7, 2, 9. Fuck, I forgot, oh my god, I forgot what I entered. 8 was in the last place, right? So 2 isn't the one. Let's try 6, 9, 8. 7, 9, 6, 8. How is this possible? 9, 4, 7, 8. Fuck. Okay. There has to be a logic to this, but I just don't really know it. Okay. I have 1 blow. So one of these is correct. This is bad. Now let me start again. One hit, 1 blow. Awesome. That's awesome. Let's try 1, 3, 2, 4. 1 hit. So 2 is in the second spot. Great. 2 is right, and it's in the second spot. 3, 2, 1, 4. No. 3, 2, 5, 6. Okay, so it's not a 3. It's either a 1 and or a 4. 4, 2, 7, 8. 2 hit, 2 blow. 4, 2, 8, 7. 1 hit, 3 blow. 4, 2, 7, 8 has 2 correct ones, which means it's 4. It's 2, 7, 8, 2, 7, 4. What? Oh, 7, 2, 4, 8. There it is. You did it, Sigma. Looks like that was the answer. Phew, that was lucky. Anyway, it seems to have unlocked. There's a message on the screen. Currently undergoing internal maintenance. Please stand by. I guess we can't use this one. Yeah. Looks there are 3 pods. On the left are pod 1 and pod 2 and pod 3. There are numbers on them, you just can't really see them from here. Also, we've got handles. Maybe they're for opening the pods up. And it looks like we can use this pod. Okay. Are we taking that? Yeah, here's a key, isn't it? Yep, it is. Oh, there was something on the... There was a clock. Wait, there was a clock on there. That's what, 6:25? Clock, huh? Do you think it was a nipple with 2 hairs coming out of it? Of course not. Hands are pointing at 6:20. Okay, 6:20 then. There's a message on the screen. Maintenance complete. Please insert activation chip. What does it mean about an activation chip? Well, I guess it's the chip we insert to activate the pod. You think? Why are you being like that? This is important. Wait. Okay, I get it. You need to get Quark into one of these, right? Yeah. Okay, that's a different clock sign. What does it say? There's a clock that had up 7:15. Are you sure you're reading it right? Yeah. See the 12? That's the top. Okay, so 6:20 and 7:15. This one didn't have any clocks on it, right? Oh, wait, there's something there. Looks like a digital clock. 11 hours and 1 minute. I don't think so. I don't think it is. Oh, that's strange. What is it? The key doesn't fit. You think maybe this key goes somewhere else then? Like where? Nothing else here. What else is there? Oh, this thing. You can't open it? Nope, looks like it's locked. Well, it's got a keyhole. And I guess we need to unlock it if we want to open it. Sigma? What? I think you can unlock it right now. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now I should be able to open this thing. What the hell? There's a second lid. Yeah, but it's got a hole in the middle. If you stick your hand in there, maybe you can grab that one with the meat in it. It's not meat. Whatever, let's give it a shot. Ah, hot. Shit, this water's really hot. Really? Really? And these bubbles... Yeah, it's boiling. No way. Jellyfish could survive in boiling water. They are aliens. Yeah. We should try and get the purple one to rise up to the top somehow. If we can get it right under the hole in the lid, I think I can grab it. You're a failure and we are very disappointed in you. Okay, let's do this. Oh, that's bad actually. Easy. Gotta grab it jelly fast. What the heck? Jellyfish and fast? Cause the water is hot. This is Ellen. She's a mysterious intelligent life form from the outer reaches of space. Don't give it a name. Here. Here, take it. Stop it. What if it grabs onto my face and lay eggs on me or something? Come on, it just wants to give you a hug. Besides, it's not even alive. It's a thing. Man-made, like a toy or something. But it's digesting a chunk of meat. That's not meat. What is it? Hold on. I'll pull it out now. Oh, I know what this is. Okay. Nice lion. That's a pretty realistic painting. It's a really, really, really real lion. Don't sing in a whisper like that. It's creepy. It looks kind of like he's coughing up a hairball. I think he's trying to eat something, not cough it up. Trying to eat a hairball? Probably something else. What? I don't know. There's just a hole there. So we need to put something into the hole. Yeah, I think so. Wait. I think you've already got what you need to fill the hole. Yep, fits perfectly. Yeah, I don't think it did anything that... Look, huh? What the heck is this? Laser? Gosh, I didn't think there'd be something like this behind that picture. A laser. What is it pointing at? Oh, it's the digital clock. Okay, wait. Look, the laser's added stuff to the time. Yeah, looks like it's 0:15 now. Okay. No, you're worried about Quark, so don't you think we should get him in the pod as soon as we can? That should be our first priority. Or was this? I was just thinking maybe this is some sort of password and... Come on. For the tablet. It has some kind of login screen, right? Yeah, so... We need a 4-letter password. We've got the numbers 1 through 4 on the left side of this board game looking thing. Don't you feel like there's gotta be a connection? Oh, I did forget about this. But let's see. What does this mean? M is clockwise, H is counterclockwise. And these two plants as well. How do I get the plants out of the... Hmm. 620. What could that possibly mean? Or 015, for example. What pieces were the first password? 1 piece for the second password. Pass. Fuck. It's not that one. Do you think maybe pieces could mean like the piece in the board game? I just remember what it said on the tablet before the password screen popped up. Like 4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second one. Those pieces. Okay. No, I already know, but how do you play this? A dice game? I don't have a dice. Can I roll dice? Is there something that could tell me about how to play this game? Can't open that anymore. I need the activation chip in order to use that. And there's nothing else here really. Right? I wonder what the clocks are supposed to mean. I think the clocks have to me it feels like the clocks would be the way you would go about this, right? So that's the first clock, second one, third one, and fourth one, corresponding to the 4 pieces in the board game. But oh my god, I'm so stupid, bro. I didn't open this. There's something in here. A key? Okay, so this one says 715. This one is 620, and that's 015. It's open. I guess I'll grab this thing first. Oh, look, the color changed. I think it says something too. There's a message on the screen. Before you use this system must be initialized. Please perform the following tests. 1. Treat vegetation. 2. Freeze vegetation. Until tests are complete, bot will not function with human occupant. What the heck is this? We can't put a person in there until it runs its tests. Seems pretty clear to me. Then what about Quark? Don't worry, we just need to run the tests. Think about treating and freezing a plant? Yeah. Treating makes sense, these being treatment pods and all, but freezing? Well, we don't really have a choice, do we? We gotta follow the instructions. Come on, we don't have time to just sit around. We gotta do these tests so you can get Quark into one of these pods. Yeah, right, got it. Okay. First, oh, my bad. First retreat. Okay, I put the wither plant down. What do we do next? Let's try closing the pod. Right, here goes. Identifying subject, done. Diagnosing subject, done. Initiating treatment cycle. Treatment completed. Pod opening. Hey, what the heck is this? That plant was practically dead a minute ago. No way. No way, that's impossible. It's like magic. Well, we won't need this plant anymore. He's done a good job. Thank you for your service, sir. Huh? Hey, it looks like there's something here. It must be the thing that was stuck in the trunk. Whatever the treatment was, must have pushed it out. Okay. Okay, this time it's a healthy plant's turn. I wonder if it'll work. Who knows? Let's just close it up. Identifying subject, done. Diagnosing subject, done. Initiating freeze cycle. Freeze test complete. Pod opening. Whoa, it's totally frozen stiff. Probably because of your lame joke. Did I say something? Look, the leaves are all crunchy. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh man, what'd you do, Clover? It's all broken now. But, whatever, just help me clean it up. Huh? This wasn't here before. It's that plastic thing that was stuck in the trunk. It must have fallen out when the plant shattered. Alright, I think that should complete both of the tests. So hurry up and put Quark in. I know. Hang on. There we go. He's sure sleeping pretty hard, huh? You'd never think he's sick. I guess that Soper stuff is pretty strong. Yeah, so, what do we do now? How about closing the cover like we did before? Let's just start the automatic diagnosis. Got it. Identifying subject done. Diagnosing subject done. Single human occupant secured. Beginning treatment. You're going to be okay? Maybe we should check the screen. Yeah. I think there's some kind of readout of Quark's vital signs. Body temperature, pulse rate, blood pressure, respiration frequency. They all look normal. The relief. Wait. Something else down at the bottom. Radical 6 virus detected in subject. System is not equipped to treat Radical 6. Current program will alleviate symptoms but cannot cure a viral infection. What the heck? Then what was the point of putting him in here? Well, I think there was no point. After all, it says it can alleviate the symptoms. But, hold on. Let's keep looking. It says more. This system is capable of inducing a cold sleep state. Cold sleep state freezes subject with CAS, preserving cellular structure. During cold sleep state, body functions are suspended, preventing viral spread. Activate sleep function? Yes, no. Cold sleep? What the heck is that? I have no idea. But remember the freezing test? Whatever, we need to get out of here and tell everyone else about this. What should we tell you to do? Huh? Do we put him in cold sleep? No question. What if he got smashed like the plant? No, it is. Okay. Look, there's a hand on the face now. Is this a minute hand? Going to 5 past. Did it again. There's another hand. Looks like an hour hand. It's pointing to 4. Okay, so 5 past 4 then. Okay, so number 1 is what, 7:15, right? Oh, my bad. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I fucked up the entire stream, I guess. My bad. Oh, it's not... Okay, it's not the letters M and H. Just realized. It's minutes and hours. So, if it's 7:15, then I have to go 7 clocks, 7 tiles this way, counterclockwise, and 15 clockwise. Okay, so that would be... Starts here, 1. I don't know if this counts as 1. I'm gonna think it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's an S. Wait, that's 15, never mind. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a G for the first one. Then we have 6:20. That means we have... There's a difference of... Let me... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We went 10 steps clockwise. We had 7:15 be the one. That would, if we were to subtract them, 7 or 15 minus 7, I guess, that would be 8. Plus 2, which are the starting and end tiles, respectively. Then that's 10. For 6:20, it would be 20 minus 6, that's 14. Plus 2, that's 16. So you have to go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So GY. The third one was 0:15, right? That's minutes. So it would be an S. This one said 5 past 4, right? 5 past 4. That's GYSB. Would that be the correct password? Did I get it right? Fuck, I fucked up big time. Apparently. Maybe it's not related to the actual minutes, but to the representation on the clock, right? So 7:20, 7:15 would be 7 and 3. Yeah, that's what I need. So it would be again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Right. So that's an R. Then we have 6:20. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. L. We have 0 and 15, which is 3. B. So RLB. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So RLBH. Let's see if that works. No, it doesn't. Why am I fucking it up so badly? Definitely says minutes this way, right? And hours this way. Now, let's think about it. If this isn't the first one, we don't count this. We start from here. We are on square T. Then we go to 7:15, right? That's 1, 2, 3. Wait. Let's do my math way again. That means 10 clockwise, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's an F. Okay. Now to start with 2. So that's 620, which means 16. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. FU. Then CK, right? Then there comes the 15 to the clockwise, I mean. It's a Y. FUY. And then we have then we have 4, 5. That's 3. FUYC. Be another one that we could try. Doesn't work either. Then let's try again with the clock representations. So 7:15 would be 7-3, right? 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I fucked up entirely. What the fuck? Because if we go that way, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's an S, not an F. But that works. It's an 8 here. Okay, let's try this now. That would be an S. And for 620, it would be 14, right? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Another S. Let's see if that actually is correct. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, that's correct. Then for 15, it would still be Y. And for the other one, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So SSYO. Nope. Okay, that doesn't work. Let's try again. 7:15. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3. And a U. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4. UH. Then 1, 2, 3. UHC. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. UHCR. I don't think it's gonna work, but let's try. Oh, my bad. Okay. I'm fucking up somehow and I don't know how. Look at the clock scan, maybe I fucked up something. $7:15. Not crazy. This is 6:20. 0, 15. Four, 5. It has to be it. It has to be. Minutes go this way. Hours go this way. Let me start again. That would be if we count this one as well. This is the start one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How did I fuck it up then? Okay, so a G, right? What? Can I not count? What's wrong with me? Then for 6 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 20. Comes back to Y, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, Y. Then 15 this way would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. S. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So G, Y, S, B. Doesn't work. Oh wait. You probably just go through here. And maybe it has to, yeah, it has to be like I don't know what to say, successive, right? So it'd be, the first would be the G, right? That's correct. We have the G for the first one. And then from here we start for the next one. We don't start over from this one. So that would mean 620, right? We have to go counterclockwise for hours. So that would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And back to 20 would be still the C. So GC. Then 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So GCHL. GCHL. Still doesn't work. I'm gonna look this up because I'm clearly missing something crucial here. I feel like I got the gist of it, but I'm doing something wrong. Right? Dice King, let's see. Then 15. It's 7 steps counterclockwise and 15 steps clockwise. That's what I did. That says it comes to the letter P. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counterclockwise, right? Yes, and 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. How do you get P? I get G. How do you get the P from this? Let's start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's the way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Still not the same. Or yeah, I have to count the one that I'm already on as well. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no. Is it? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Doesn't make sense. But if we do my math style thing and just subtract without adding anything, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be a P. Then it would be a 14, which is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15 would be S. And then for the 4, 5 would be T. It would be pass, which is the password because I'm looking at it. So pass is correct. Good job. He logged in. Yeah, but look at the screen. Okay, star. Sun moon. Password for the safe. One piece for the second password. One piece. What if we combine everything? Right, so we have 8 steps clockwise would be then another 14, 15, and 1. Right, so that would be how many? 38, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 35, I mean. 36, 37, 38, right? R. No? Or maybe I read this. I'm not gonna say maybe. I read this. You have to do what I was initially thinking of and not start from the beginning every time. So we start with the B, which is the same as before. Then we have to go for another 14 steps clockwise from here, which would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh. Then another 15 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And another 1. So we pour. Nice. I checked it just because time reasons. But yeah, I would have gotten it, so. Because I already thought about this once. Look. Nice. You did it. You opened it. Let's see here. An amazing machine that augments an individual's natural ability to heal, strengthens their immune system, accelerates their metabolism, and can cure many otherwise incurable diseases. In addition, it can creation personalized medicines, perform gene therapy, and even repair the effects of radiation damage. What an incredible machine. It's not that incredible if it can cure Radical 6, you say? Yes, well, I guess you've got a point. But don't worry, it also has a function called cold sleep. Cold sleep uses cast freezing to freeze the entire body without damaging it. That way, even if the disease you have can be cured, it can be frozen until a cure is found. We already knew all this. Let's see, cold sleep. There are generally 2 types of cold sleep. The first type involves lowering your internal body temperature. This reduces your basal metabolic rate and induces a state similar to hibernation. In other words, your body is still actively functioning, just very slowly. The other sort of cold sleep is the one in this game. This involves so we are calling it a game. Okay, it's a bit fourth wall breaking, but I guess it is a nonary game we're playing, so. This involves freezing your body to essentially lock it in whatever state it was in. Until recently, this was impossible, because the expansion and crystallization that took place during the freezing process irrevocably damaged human tissue. In the world where this game takes place, however, CAS technology has overcome this hurdle and made cryonics a reality. The resuscitation rate is nearly 100%. In fact, you'd be much more likely to die in a plane crash, which means that freezing yourself to visit the future is safer than flying from Tokyo to Milan. Okay, so we are breaking the fourth wall now. CAS stands for Cells Alive System. It allows organic tissue to be safely and non-destructively frozen. In this game, CAS is used to put people in cold sleep. It supercools the subject with a magnetic field and causes them to freeze almost instantly, preventing crystallization. In real life, the problem comes when you try to thaw something out, which also must be done instantly. In this game, however, the technological magic of the treatment pod makes returning from cold sleep possible. As to Nori games. November 2018, 16 children were reported missing. In actuality, 18 children were taken, but 2 were never reported. The person in charge was someone we will refer to as H, or Hongo. The purpose of the game was to conduct experiments on morphic resonance with the children as test subjects. I won't go into the specifics here, but the short version is that this was the first Nonary game. November 1st, 2027, a total of 9 people participated in this session. They were abducted just as the children had been, but this time H was not in charge of the game. Clover was a participant in both games, and now she finds herself playing the Nonary game yet again. Esper Resonance. In the context of this game, Espers are people with the ability to access the morphogenetic field. An Esper can increase the strength of their signal by being in close proximity to other Espers. Assuming they are the strongest signal will absorb any weak ones nearby and use them to amplify its own strength, sort of like waves. The biggest wave adds the amplitude of smaller waves to its own and covers them up. Nonary veterans. The following 9 people were participants in the Nonary game that Clover claims to have been part of. Ace, middle-aged man, Snake Clover's older brother, real name Light. Santa, arrogant, uncooperative young man, real name Aoi Korashiki. Clover, still Clover, just younger and with a jacket. Junpei, hero of 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. June, Junpei's childhood friend, real name Akane Kuroshiki, and Santa's sister. 7. Amnesic detective. Lotus, attractive programmer, has 2 daughters. Kubota, skittish man, gets blown up. Neostigmine, a type of carbamate compound which acts as a reversible acetylcholinesterase inhibitor, exciting the parasympathetic nerve. This allows it to counteract the effects of the muscle relaxant turbocurin. It can be delivered with an injection gun like the one you see here. Interesting. So we have an antidote for our bracelets. Was it like this? No. Or something similar though. Oh. Phew, it's open. Good job. That's twice you opened it. Whoa, that thing looks dangerous. I mean this gun thing? Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I think it's just an injection gun. It's a helpful tool, not a weapon. Are you sure? I think that kind of depends on what's in the file there. The label says Neostigmine. What? No? What did you just say? Neostigmine? Why, does that mean something? Let me see it. Neostigmine. Neostigmine. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. No good. I can't remember. Damn, I don't think it's bad though. Do you have any proof? Nope. Of course not. Could you let me hang on to this? Are you sure it's not dangerous? What would you do if it was? Alright, I trust you. You don't seem like a bad person. Thanks. Then how will I let you take me on a date sometime? To get out of here in one piece. Man, bro. Shit. I mean, I really haven't seen us next to each other, but from like that concept art, I feel like we have a significant height difference. I mean, I don't really want to spell it out for you, but Clover's kind of wild for this. Cool, moving on. And I'm a big man. Like, really muscular. We've still got a bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, but it's all flat stuff. Yes, it is. First, we've got a map. Floor B. The map I found in the infirmary said floor A. I guess that means floor A is the top floor? I mean, we took the elevator down to get here, right? Yeah, that sounds right. Up next, some gray cards. Key cards. They've got moons on them too. These must be the moon keys the announcer was talking about. There are 2 of them, just like with the sun keys. One for you and me, and the other one's for Quark. But he's... well, there's not much point in giving it to him. I'll hang on to it for now. Okay, what's next? A piece of paper with something written on it. Here are some more AV game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. In other words, all 3 of us can't not vote. One of us has to. So either you or me, you mean? Oh well. There's no reason not to pick ally in the next round anyway. Of Of course, first we've got to get out of this room. That'll be easy. Just look at the last thing in the safe. The key to the exit. Let's go. Okay, let's do this.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Damn, okay.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What the hell?
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
Why would they do that? Whatever. We should be heading back anyway. I headed for the door.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed.
What?
The screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Oh yeah. It says recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to be Quark. This was the pod we put him into after all. I read on. 7:48, one subject released. 8:06, one subject successfully restored. 8:16, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. I checked the other pods. You are all the same. 7:48, one subject released. 8:06, one subject successfully restored. 8:16, cold sleep mode disengaged. Being restoration of one subject. But it doesn't really make sense because they're in. Huh? Should be the other way around, right? Like this should be 7:48. This should be 8:16 at 8:06, like it is. It should be 8:16. Or do I not understand? Whoa! What is all this?
I think
Or
it's saying
what is all
that
this?
about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep.
Wait, 8 hours ago? Oh, that's what it means.
Well, 3 people actually.
But that still doesn't make sense, does it? No, it does. Never mind.
One for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
But 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. I don't know how much earlier. They were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AV rooms.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Clover should be one of them because she was captured on the 22nd. And I was on the 25th.
I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah. If you count the old woman we found, it would be 10, wouldn't it? So who were the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me. How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
Doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep either.
And this bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself, the log said 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 AM. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
Why not?
How if I know? Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? It seems like whatever it was that triggered is activated as soon as we open the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data. Why?
Could it all be a trick?
A trick?
All of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible, right?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. The AB gates have opened. We need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
Double check that Quark was alright in his pod, then hurry out of the treatment center. Oh no, bro. Don't show me this again. Is this another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the Floor A warehouse.
Huh, so it is.
Oh, are those?
Those doors are white.
And there are 3 of them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See? They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
So these are the 3rd round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
Yeah, that's true. So?
We're a pair, right?
Yeah.
And who's our opponent?
Quark.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Wait a second. Check something. The guide says to choose ally, right? Yeah, I should. But wait, don't choose betray, Clover. Fuck you. You aren't saying we should pick betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not. I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally and not worry about getting betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny. So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding anything.
Wait, you're serious? You were really going to pick ally? Whoa, hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right? Dio, Kay, and Phi. What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
That's not going to happen.
Why not?
Phi and Luna are playing against Tenmyoji. He's only got 1 BP left though. I really don't think they'd pick betray. If Tenmyoji picked ally, they'd kill him. Same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and Kay. And Alice's BP.
No! Don't even think about that!
I agree. But her BP is the same as Tenmyoji's, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to 9.
Then Alice has to vote betray.
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive choice.
But if Dio chooses ally,
Then
Kay would have 9 BP.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If Kay gets 9 BP, then there won't be a 3rd AB game.
Well, that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
No. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
So you think that Kay will stay here, even if he gets enough points to leave?
I don't know, but it's possible.
No, it's not!
Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later. Now we need to get back to the others. There's a couple things I've got to do when we get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to Floor A then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. Oh no, bro, not again. What the fuck was the point of that animation, bro? Stop. Well, you just skip this, bro. Go on. Finally.
Clover. Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Are we the last ones?
Yes.
Hey, where's Quark?
Tenryuji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping towards me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark in the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
Probably?
No, they're definitely safe. He's fine.
Well, are they safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, all right? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover? Don't worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay, come on then.
As soon as she finished, she was off. Tenryuji followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone, out the magenta door. I really don't need to see this, bro. You don't show them walking through it as well. And dot things are also very unnecessary. Alright, you guys got some explaining to do.
I beg your pardon?
You opened the AV gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Phi gestured toward the line of AV rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
Are you saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun here?
Yes.
Well then who was it?
I opened it.
So it was you. Figured as much.
It's not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big deal.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to Ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of these notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Well, whatever. You should really probably read it though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. And you just...
Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
But you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
You said the room you went into was a treatment center, right?
But the paper said, or the note said, one person out of every color group, right? But that doesn't mean out of every team, right? So, because coincidentally, me, Quark, and Clover have the same color, right? I guess it doesn't matter. Never mind.
If they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Excelavir?
No. It's not really that kind of place. It just had those pods and that was it. Besides, if we'd found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh, well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, right. There's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say who they were or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart?
What?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Oh, so if we got into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
Oh, thank God we skipped that whole
What?
animation cycle.
What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kate could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got 1 BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick Betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Sounds good. Okay then, Tenmyoji, you take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that? I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on. We don't have much time left. We need to go.
Back at the Floor A warehouse, we open the AB rooms. Who's jingling like that? Over?
4 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Alright, Clover. We should probably head into...
Okay. Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Look, I know I should pick ally. I'm gonna pick Betray just for the fun of it, right? Yeah, you told me we should betray Quark so we might not get another chance like this, right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back? changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. Just like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
What? Why?
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
I won't laugh.
Really?
Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Hey, come on.
I promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seemed pretty ready to betray him back on Floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh, so you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Please, choose ally.
You're not going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So...
Alright. With that, I turned to face the voting machine. Question was, what would I do? Let me see it again. Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. I wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. He was infected with deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on Floor B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, then I'd have 9 VP. I would be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Get one more time. So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose...
3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Well, you'll know in a moment. What you want to do after that is up to you. You can come with me if you want, or you can stay here. Your choice.
That's as good as saying you chose betray.
Huh. I grinned and headed toward the display.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What did you do, Clover?
Sorry, it wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this, then?
What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him, Clover?
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
Hey, wait!
You'd have to do better than that shot if you wanted to stop me. It was closer, I was almost there. I took one last running leap. And slammed into the wall, the unlocking device right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. Let's go right now. I'm out of here. Losers. Get fucked. The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit, that son of a bitch actually did it?
His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but it looks like this is goodbye.
Sigma.
Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. I'm not going to just leave you all here to die.
Don't give me that shit. I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
Agreed.
I also agree.
That's it then. Let's get him. Ready?
Yeah.
He's toast.
Just leave it to us.
Hey now, don't do anything you'll regret. This door only opens once, you know. If you stop me,
Give
then...
it up. Charge!
Oh, hell no, bro. Hit. I spun back around to face the door. There it was, right in front of me. Freedom. I leapt for it. Or at least I tried. Come on, bro. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse. There's no way I'm being... this weak right now. Come on, bro. I'm Sigma.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Shit, let me go. Let go of me, goddammit. I could feel something huge, heavy, and metal pressing against my back. Gay had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves. The door only opens once. If I don't...
I know. Go, Clover.
Huh?
You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out.
But
This is an order
It's been 9
from your
seconds. It's over.
commanding officer.
Over.
You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help.
that's...
Stop complaining and go. If that door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
The door had already begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but it was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine. You didn't leave me much choice.
I couldn't see what had happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice!
Go! Call for help! I'm counting on you!
Alice! No! I can't!
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Game over. Bro, really? Damn. Bad ending. Guess I can save, why not? Okay, let's just go here. Yes, jump here.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No?
Huh. Well, you know in a moment. Let's go. I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and something happened.
Results from round 2.
And I headed toward the
of
wall where the
Amberdex
results would be
game.
displayed.
Please direct. Point, please.
So you chose Ally, huh?
Yeah. Quark is sick, a kid, and unable to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that.
Thank you.
What do you think of me? I only did what anyone would have. You guys chose Ally too, huh?
Of course. Tenmyoji had only one BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote ally, so there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
If we had, then he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice K and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey, what the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole. Were you trying to kill me?
No, nothing like that.
Well then, what was it like? If we'd voted ally,
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose Ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was Betray. Picking Ally when I knew you guys would pick Betray would have been suicide.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always gonna be Betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked Ally. What would happen to Kay's BP?
6 plus 3 would make 9.
See? Then it'd be game over. Life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. And that'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. You see? That's why I chose Betray. I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
Okay, Dio, I don't trust you, bro. I don't like you. Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal, before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of the door sliding shut.
The Amberdex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Amberdex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Amberdex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh? And that
We
means...
can play the AB game as many times as we want, right?
No more puzzles?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say
Other
something
than the
about this?
last one?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The parent solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. Okay, K is red solo. Luna is blue bear. Clover is blue bear. I'm green solo. Phi, I think this is magenta bear. And Alice is one pair, and is magenta bear. Oh, that was Dio, this is me. Blue solo. I see. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair, and Fine Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining 3 are all solos. K is red, Dio is green, and I'm blue. So how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones down in the floor B warehouse.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Yeah, so lay it out for us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Phi nodded and began to explain. Option A. Tenmyoji and Quark pair up with me to open one door. Pi and Alice pair up with Dio to open another door. Luna and Clover pair up with Kay to open the last one.
Oh? Is there only one option?
Yes, no other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Oh god. I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
So, what should we do now? It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Okay. I think this is a good place to end it. It's been 3 hours. We have one more puzzle to go, and then another round of voting, and we'll see what happens. Technically, on the guide, this was the last choice I got to make. There's nothing else left. So I'm guessing this is just the direct way to the ending from here. Actually, let me check the flowchart real quick. There's an end here. There's no escape room. Let me go. Maybe something happens. I don't know. About 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine. Excelavir, right?
Medicines?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. There's a lot of typos in this game.
What about the rest of you?
Like a lot of them.
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine.
But let me check something else on the guide. Let's see here. Okay.
I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of a jerk wouldn't?
Okay. We should split up and search.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, and Clover, Phi, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. So this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, let's head downstairs then.
Good idea.
Heck. So this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but...
Apparently, the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. It was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
Remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. That newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
But the air out there is steaming with Radical 6.
Yeah.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Damn it. Just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Accelavir. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs. You two take this floor, alright?
got it.
Okay.
We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? A pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions? We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no. But
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Alright,
Promise?
promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention at a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Okay, damn. So, Alice and, or more than Alice, Clover is a fad basically, right? Clover, a fad, really? I mean, okay. Stranger things have happened, I guess. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I've played the Nonary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building where we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorist she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the Nonary game had anything to do with the terrorists. But Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. It didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. They must not have found anything, because after a few days of questioning they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one. And he was in both of the last two Nonary games too. So anyway, we'd been grabbed twice, but those people behind the two Nonary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom though, so after that all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. Wait a minute, aren't they? They're both adults, right? So what has the mom got to do with anything? So we were talking it over one day and we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe and he composed music. He plays the harp and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. Or, we need people who can do what you can do. No, wait, the intonation is still wrong. We need people who can do what you can do. Okay, better. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second Lunar game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first Lunar game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we as a species will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but it's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first Lunar game was to research that ability. So they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she'd brought in was an Esper. It included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. When I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job after all, and most people would not turn down a salary like that. Oh right, I forgot to tell you, she told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot, more wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first Lunar game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that she asked something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother too. But the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second Lunar game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei, like Seven, another person from the second Lunar game. Akane, one of the people behind the second Lunar game. Oh well, okay. That's only for us, the players, not for Sigma. Seven was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple of months, all we did was train. Half of the time it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed. The other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of their workers, and then use a morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time, I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. Oh, so multiple people. Okay. And when you woke up, you were in a warehouse.
Yeah.
All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed, and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first off, your powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now?
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
No response?
Yeah, if there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking. Wait.
What?
Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so... Moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
What? Why not? You told me all that other stuff, but this is too much.
Well, Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
But...
Fine. Let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
Well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
You don't know?
No, all we know is soon.
But that could mean just about anything.
Yeah, it could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
Wait, I mean they might have already released the virus?
Wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article? And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Protocol 6 either.
Maybe they're lying.
Really? All 6 of them?
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5. Quark is out too.
You're saying Tenmyoji, Dio, Phi, and Luna are all lying? I guess they are a little suspicious.
Right?
What's their motive?
For lying? How would I know?
What's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
I heard it was something about purifying the unclean?
Purifying the unclean?
Oh, unclean, 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 unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up! Just hold on a minute. I'm this close to remembering. Unclean, clean, een.
Een? He leapt up, suddenly excited.
Neostigmine!
Wow. You know what?
Did you forget it already? I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. Oh, right, I remember that. It was in a safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah!
I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you.
Exactly!
Are you saying you've heard about this neostigmine stuff before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
You remembered?
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of colon esterase inhibitor. That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
Sorry, but I still don't get it.
How easy do I have to make it? Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll start at the top, alright? The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurarine. Following me?
Tubocurarine is the poison in our brains, that's right?
Right. It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
First is the silver rail, which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized?
Yeah! We don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
That means we can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's say...
Best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
What? Hey, Clover, wait. Clover! It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. Damn. I was, I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. Fi, where did Clover go? Fi, can you hear me? She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed, and her body was unnaturally stiff. Fi? She's got radical 6, bro. Damn. I grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door? Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Right, got it. Thanks. I headed for the exit, then paused. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? Still no response. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. I turned back around and jogged out the door toward the treatment center. Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Timyoji were gone too. They'd left Quark, and the readout on his watch said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine, guess it's time to go look somewhere else. I made my way out to the treatment center. What the hell? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait, there's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. Oh, hello, Vic. Thanks for the heart. I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No. What happened? I felt my whole body convulse, whether from terror or nausea I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand, and I looked down to see blood. A vast, warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. Why, this can't be real. How could... Oh! In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. Everyone's dead. Vi is here too, how the fuck is that possible? They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open? Or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood, too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. A scalp lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. This was how they had died, this tiny blade. Oh god, this is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. My finger scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. So I have Radical 6 too? I lifted it slowly, carefully, to my neck, as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs, and drew it across my throat. Okay. So that's how it ends. Awesome. Great ending. Okay. I'm getting the Japanese cast, which I don't know, because I haven't listened to their voices, but sure. Oh, I know that one. It's a big one. Oh, I know this one too. It's also a big one. I don't really recognize the others, but I might know them. I think I know this one too, but I'm not sure. Okay, well. That's it for the first ending. We've got a lot more to go through. Actually, we've seen the bad ending too before this, so I don't really plan on doing a lot of bad endings on stream, at least, because they don't really bring me anything. Maybe I'll do them myself if there's like an achievement for getting all the endings, like 100%. Other than that, they're not very satisfying, or at least the one I saw wasn't. Maybe there's others that are more interesting or funnier, or what do I know. Anyway, that's enough for today. 3.5 hours. That's a pretty good stream time. So I'll let the credits run. And if there's no after credit scene, I'll just end the stream. So I'm gonna say my goodbyes now. Thanks for joining, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye then. In case there's nothing else happening. Bye bye. Okay, bye-bye.